Dexerite. We learned a lot of new words in the last lesson, so let's use them some more. How do we say student? Mathetes. And there was a related word we learned that means lesson. Do you remember how to say first lesson? Proton mathema. Remember, a prototype is a first model. This ma ending carried over into Latin, like the following words: Sistema, problema, tema, clima, and makes verbs into neuter third declension nouns. And the word grafo is made into grama. And what do we write? A letter, as in from the alphabet. So let's say you write a letter. Grama, grafis. Remember, neuter nouns are the same in nominative and accusative form, just like in Latin. And now, what do you think this means? Gramata mantani. Gramata mantani. He or she learns letters. The ta ending makes these types of nouns plural, and also is the plural version of the. So for the letters we have ta gramata. Ta gramata. And since this is a neuter noun, how would we say the letter? To grama. The form of the only changes for gender, not declension. Let's look at these math words a little closer. Mathetes, mathema, mantano, student, lesson, and I learn. The last one is a little different and contains two news, but the connection should be clear. Let's try to say now the student learns the lesson. Ho mathetes mantani to mathema. Ho mathetes mantani to mathema. We already learned the word for first lesson, so what do you think this means? Deuteron kai triton mathema. Deuteron kai triton mathema. Second and third lesson. The word Deuteronomy was derived from Deuteros, even though it's the fifth book of the Bible. And do you know the Greek word for two? It's in several English words as well as a famous language learning app. Duo. Duo. And the word for three is not difficult either. It's tris. Tris. Here's another free word. To biblion mikron echi. To biblion mikron echi. The meaning of mikros should be pretty obvious since it's in the word microscopic. The meaning of this sentence is, he or she has the small book. And can you guess the meaning of the next sentence? Ho cosmos mechas estin. Ho cosmos mechas estin. The universe is big, or the cosmos is big. So big and small are mejas kai mikros. Pretty easy, right? So how do we say the child is small? To paidion mikron estin. And finally, how do we say you have many books? Pola biblia echis. The plural of neuter nouns is a, just like in Latin, and polus is found in the word polygamy and polytheistic. Let's learn the first half of today's quote now. Ramata mantanin di. Ramata mantanin di. I like to think of this word the as meaning there is debt, since it looks a little like the beginning of debt and means there is need of. It is an impersonal verb, so a good translation of this phrase would be one must learn letters. And mantanin is the infinitive or dictionary form of mantano. Like saying to learn. The second half is a little harder. We have kai mantonta non echin. Kai mantonta non echin. Remember how participles in Latin contained an nt followed by the appropriate declension ending? Participles in Greek contain ont followed by the appropriate ending. So the word mantonta means learning or being learned. Remember, participles are like adjectives. And the last part, as we already know, means something like have a mind. But nos is being used more figuratively here to mean reason or intellect. So altogether it's ramata mantanin di kai mantonta non echin. Ramata mantanin di kai mantonta non echin. One must learn letters, and learning them have reason. Okay, we'll go through more wise quotes from the Greeks in the next lesson. See you then. If you'd like to support the channel, there's a link to Patreon in the description box, or you can hit the join button below to become a member on YouTube. Thanks.